I like a what sold. Let's do a what sold. I'm gonna go on a what sold video and let's play it out.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Eric and this is my wife Jasmine, and we are the ATL Flippers. We're full-time resellers on eBay.
All right. First off, I definitely like the fact that you zoomed back into it, like you did a full.
Jasmine, and we are the ATL Flippers.
Stop.
We're
Boom.
full-time resellers on eBay.
That like grabs people's attention, even if you're just doing it just to. Even if you're doing an intro. Even if you're doing an intro. I'm actually going to keep your comment over there just so people know that I'm doing this with your permission. All right, let's continue.
eBay and basically what we do is we go to thrift stores and we basically buy items for cheap and we resell those items on eBay and Mercari for profit.
Oh yeah, and so listen, you guys, we're so excited. We got another one sold video for you guys. We've been going in for September, and so we really wanted to document our
Good enthusiasm.
sales from the end of the month.
But that's it. That's all I want to hear. At this point, let's move on. It's a way too long of an intro. I'm sorry. Way too long of an intro. You got the fact. We're going to show you what sold. We got it. Let's move on. Period. End of sentence.
And specifically items we sold 50 and under. So if you like this type of content, don't even...
To subscribe, from what I've been told, people don't like to see subscribe all the time. Great graphic that you put it into there and at that position. Put it towards the middle. The middle of the video would probably do better. And like, guys, if you're continuing to like what you're watching, you're still here, don't forget to subscribe. Do it subtly and more with a smooth rather than have it planned out in an intro. Just the way I'm looking at it. Jake's about to unsubscribe. No, Jake is sticking with it, Cameron. Jake is trying to stick with it. And what do you mean that I'm such a squirrel, if you're referring to me?
worry, because we got way more of these coming to you guys soon.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's get into it.
All right, you guys, the first item up and closed was this vintage Pele button front shirt. We sold this item.
Smart move by having your wife do this rather than you. No offense, but that I'm telling you, that's probably what's pulling a lot of people.
You guys, for $24.50.
You should never take it offensively. Why?
And we only paid $6 for it at Goodwill. The other good thing about this item is
at least starting out with your wife is even better, which is a good move.
The next item up was this vintage polo t-shirt. We sold this item for $29.95. We only paid y'all $3 for this item, and of course it was free shipping. All right, you guys already.
I don't know if I want to give you more work, but just to be a little bit more active. Two things. You may want to actually walk around a little bit, maybe show your area a bit, be more like over here. It looks great, but we want a bit more personable. We want to connect with you guys, and we want to see what's flying in your eBay business while you're doing the what sold. So I would suggest basically walking around. All right, guys, so we're going to pick this up, or here, this is what we sold, and this is how we're doing it, and so on and so forth. Make it more interactive rather than a speech.
You know this brand. The next item that we sold was a Patagonia hat. You guys, we paid around $2 for this item, and
I like the music also. It gives it a little bit of subtleness. Jake needs to feel like he's in the tornado. Yes. Keep on moving.
flipped it for $21. You can't beat that, right?
But let me ask you this, Cameron. The fact is if you're not moving around, you're not seeing stuff, would you get bored at this point? Honestly. No, I don't take anything offensively, obviously. But would you feel bored? I mean, for me at this point, I'm seeing what sold. Great. I'm not going to sit there and take notes because I'm trying to be entertained while getting what sold going on. So what I would like, yeah, perfect. You're giving me the comps. That's awesome. That's perfect. You're giving me somebody good to look at and to move forward with it. And you're you're giving, you have it all prepared. You know what's sold, you know what's going on. You're not futzing up like me. Like I'm like, oh freak, hold on, I got to plug in my laptop. You know, you're actually being able to to get it down packed, like this sold, that sold, and you have it down. I think if you were moving around and like just showing a little bit more, it'll be cool. Cameron says, not if you like the people. Well, I have to get to know the people and be more personable with them. How am I going to actually maneuver it around? I watched Danica sit in the side of the lake humming to herself and taking calmly of the chicken and talking calmly about the chicken feet. Correct. Sitting on the side of a lake. We got a background over here of boxes. And there's nothing moving around and nothing going on. Give him a chance. I am giving him a chance. This is the chance. And we're going through it.
Item up was this Obey snapback hat that we sold for $21, you guys. But the key is we
Wow.
paid $1 for it at Salvation Army. I love this hat because you
Also, if you are doing this and you want to stick to this thing, tripod.
also see that we got positive feedback from the buyers. So, yo, I'm Chris. I'm just kidding. Y'all know I'm Jasmine. But listen, this next item that we sold was a vintage New Era hat. And it actually had Yo, I'm Chris on it. And what's super dope is the buyer that bought it, his name was Chris. But we sold this item for $30 and we only paid $1 for this item, you guys. So shout out to all the Chris's out there.
And also on that, what I would probably do, which I don't know what I would do. I'd probably futz it up anyway. But for the feedback, show us the feedback. Why not? Like, we got this feedback. Boom. Like, right over there. Right over there. The feedback right over there showing us this is feedback we got. This was an awesome item. It came in from so on and so forth. And yeah, thank you for giving us the chance to sell to you and so on. The guy's never going to see it. But you know what? It makes it more, and other people will want that type of shout out. Jink links his channel so we can subscribe. Jake, link his channel. Okay, I have to do that. Yes, I'll have to link his channel. Hold on a second. Very good point. Let's go to Google. Why am I going to Google? I have to go to YouTube. YouTube. The ATL Flipper. And click on his channel. And copy the link. Control C. Now I got to go to YouTube, to my channel, and I have to see my live. See? Now I got to go to YouTube. See, I'm talking to myself again. Oh, Gravity Goods beat me to it. All right. Well, you got two of them. Two links right there. Go sub. Get him his subs, get him his views. Get them their subs and get them their views. Let's move on. Did it work? Hey, what happened? There we are.
All right, ladies, I'm super excited about this next item because this
Ladies! Hey!
is one of the items I found at Goodwill for $5.99. It's the athletic tights that we sold for $30.
That's why ladies. Okay, I get that.
And these were the good type of leggings, ladies. You know what I'm talking about. The ones you can put your phones down in. Super excited.
But you have to cater to the guys as well. Don't focus. I understand the item is catered towards women, but the whole thing is like guys all together, you know? Guys, girls, it's all mixed. So, yeah.
Excited about finding this item and we finally flipped it for a profit. Shout out to the Atlanta Braves on this next item. We sold this hat, you guys, for $24.95.
At that point, shout him out. Hashtag Atlanta Braves. Something like in your face.
And we only paid $1 for it at Salvation Army. The other thing
No, Cameron, I do not wear leggings.
we love about this
I wouldn't know.
item is y'all see it, positive feedback received. We always love to see that as sellers to see when the buyers love the products that we sell. Next, we sold this all-white North Face full zip jacket. We sold it, you guys, for $44.95, and we only paid about $5 for this jacket.
So, quick question: how long are these? Because when it comes to what's sold videos, see if you have it down here. No, you don't. Okay, so we'd like to know probably. Oh, here we are. You do. 2 weeks in September. When does this come out? October. Okay, that's fair. Still in the range. 50 and under. All right, That's fair. Because you see, sometimes people go through their picking situation, like Lonnie and John does it himself also throughout the winter when he doesn't have yard sales. They'll go through their what solds, but when they go through their what solds, they go and they find their items. They're going and searching for the items. That interacts with everybody and gets everybody, oh, cool, part of the whole system. Obviously, you have to have the amount of people for that. No, not people. You have to have amount of sales for that. It's hard. I tried to do it myself on like a daily basis, and just cut the video, but it's too much work. But if you're gonna do something like this, maybe if you have some of the items available to go for it. I think I got another review. Jake, you like Jacob Star? His videos are so fast moving, I cannot watch him. It's totally your style, spaz, quick cuts, etc. Jacob Star. Okay, I'll look him up. Let me find one of the videos for you to review. I cannot review his video without explicit permission. Hence, I stopped Caleb's video because apparently I didn't have her permission before, and I felt real bad. And I did continue a little bit. I admit I continued a little bit, but I said I just couldn't. I couldn't pull through with it. So, I really hope she's feeling better. And yeah. All right, let's see what we going on. Let's expand again.
Next item up, you guys, we sold this Catadine by LOB men's hooded jacket. We got this item at Salvation Army for about $6. We ended up flipping it for $34 though for shipping. Next up, you guys, was this North Face Eco.
Also, we're talking about a lot of gross over here. Can we get in a little bit? I'm Jacob, sorry, I consent. I think I mean, if you wanted to also do it as a breakdown, a what sold video is great. If you could do like, guys, this is what I sold in the past 2 weeks, and I made 10,000 net, and this is how I did it. Boom. This is what you sold. That's how it worked. I give it a little bit more oomph.
Jacket. We sold it, you guys, for $50, and we had about $10 into it. We always sell really good with North Face. It is very consistent as a brand. So if you guys see North Face out there and it's great quality, make sure you get it.
I love the facts. They are putting down the facts like that. Look out for these items, the North Face. That's what people want to hear also. They want to actually know what to look out for. And especially when it comes out to clothes, you want to just know what brands. You don't want to know exactly the type or the jacket. This specific North Face jacket sold, yeah.
Men Lululemon shorts that we sold for $26, you guys, and we only paid about $5 for them.
Men Lululemon, you see, I'm learning here.
All right, you guys, that's it for the clothes. Next up, Derek is going to show you guys all the shoes that sold.
The first pair of shoes.
Smart move. Very, very good move. I like the fact that she's dealing with the clothing and you're going to deal with the shoes. That's perfect, especially as a couple. You're doing it together, moving it like that. That's good stuff. Yeah.
We sold was a pair of Nike foam posits. They're size 13C and top.
I'm just curious. I think it's just because my screen. Yeah, it's because my screen. I could see a little yellow on your face. I just wanted to know what the heck was going on. It's my screen because you're not in. It's fine. Lighting's good.
For these shoes, y'all. They sold for $50. Then we found
Little posit. Wait a second, because I have foam posit. I want to know what the heck a little posit is. Nike little posit. What's the difference? Are they foam posit for kids?
Hey, $3 for these shoes, y'all, and they sold for $50. Then we found these Timberland boots. We only paid $8 for them, and they're actually brand new. They're a size 6 and taller, and they sold for $40 free shipping. And then I went to Value Village, and I looked behind the counter, and I saw in the glass these shoes right here, guys. They're only $8. They're a size 5C and taller.
Why are they putting $8 shoes behind the glass? I'm just curious. Why would they do that? Oh, kiddos were in the title. I didn't even notice that. Man, that's why it says little posit.
Shot it back for it. And I paid $8 for them, and they sold for $40. Then I found these
Kid shoes. Kid shoes.
Swiss engineer shoes.
I'm learning.
And these sold for $50. Only paid $6 for them. These shoes right here has a crazy sell-through rate. If you find these shoes in a thrift store, make sure you pick them up, but make sure you look at the bottoms because sometimes the tread on the bottom is worn out, so you don't want to pick those up. But if they're not too bad, you can grab those.
I like the fact that you're teaching. The facts that you're coming out with kids shoes and so on. Great kudos to you for actually getting that down packed and telling everybody how and what to look out for on Double Sense. It's definitely helps people out like me.
Because they sell for good money. Then I found these Air Force Ones. They're a size 6.5, and I found them at Goodwill. I believe it was around like $3 or $5. I can't remember which one, but they. Also,
if you could give us the time frames, I'm just curious. If you know what, I have the problem with it. The problem that I have is once an item sells, you don't know how long it was really up online for. You could give an estimate. So an estimate's also good. You could say these Nike Air Force Ones, we bought them at Goodwill for, I forgot how much you said already, X amount of money, and we picked them up about 3 months ago. And it took about 3 months to sell. So it gives more of people an idea who are, whether they're serious or not, whether they want to sit on stuff like this.
Sold for $40, free shipping. Then I found another pair of On Cloud Swiss engineer shoes.
I also like the phase in out. Hold on, I think I caught something.
They sold for $40, free shipping.
So that fade is great. That's fine.
Then I found another pair of On Cloud Swiss engineer shoes.
That's sick. That over there is good editing. They are able to actually fade it slowly and put it and just continue with the flow.
And they sold for $40. Guys, these shoes, people always pass these up, but not me. When I see them in a thrift store, I always grab them if the tread is good, and I always pick them up because they sell for really, really good money. The next pair of shoes we sold was a pair of Nike Reacts 270s.
My God, you're really heavy on sneakers.
But they sold for $45. And I just love this colorway.
I'm just curious. Do you have a cleaning video? One thing for sure you need is a cleaning video. If you don't have a cleaning video, do you have a cleaning video? Let me know.
So,
oops.
Glad that I was able to pick these up, and I found these at Goodwill. The next item we sold was a pair of camel Crocs. These Crocs we only paid $6 for them at Goodwill, and they sold for $35.
Crocs used, really?
Crocs, we love shipping them because they're extremely lightweight. All you have to do is put them in a 9x12.
I want to know if you got feedback on that. I want to know if you had feedback from the fact that you put it in that bag. Because as a reseller, I know that people may get upset about that. Like, I would have wanted it in a box. You're going to squish my Crocs. Although I'm just right now wearing Crocs and I'm squishing them with my foot. But the fact of the matter is people get pissed off for a lot of reasons. And if we could get a reason down there, I want to know what's going on. If we get, look, positive feedback, negative feedback, yeah, just, yeah. Because that would actually tell me, if you told me feedback, if you told me right now that he gave you positive feedback, guys, I want to let you know I got positive feedback on this, and here's the feedback to prove the fact, I know that that's worth it using a poly bag that time comes around. Right now, you're telling me it happened. Okay, whether it's good or bad information, I have to be able to actually decipher in my own brain. Some people will be strict on you and like, I'm learning specifically to him. And since he's learning specifically to you, they're definitely going to take your advice. They're not going to even think about it. And then if they end up sending it and they get a complaint, they're going to be, hey, you told me I could send it in a poly bag. So we want to avoid that as best as possible. I know they can't mess up, and I know they're sturdy. I'm wearing Crocs. I'm wearing them. So I know they definitely can be. They are sturdy and so on. But people complain about the stupidest things. And you have to avoid it at all costs. And even YouTubers, they come at you after a while. Trust me. Why should you trust me? You see, it's another thing.
12 poly mailer bag. And all you do is put the Crocs inside, take this strip off right here, close it up, put a piece of tape over it, put the prepaid label on it, and ship it out. Wow.
You just killed a poly bag for no reason. How dare you? The environment will like you.
So these UGG boots, we actually found these at the Salvation Army. We only paid $8 for them, and they sold for $50.
Positive
So
feedback
these Air
received.
Max 90s, these are all white. All white shoes sell really well for us. We paid
Really?
$6 for them at Goodwill, and they sold for $40.
I have a pair of all white Shocks, Nike Shocks. I wonder if they'll sell well. I think I'm already that lot. I'm already free into it because whatever else I had pays it off. So yeah, they do complain, but I don't get any complaints. That's amazing. That's good stuff. Game's not over. I have shipped many shoes in padded flat rate polys and never had a complaint. Okay, good to know. By the way, thank you. Game's not over. Appreciate you being here tonight. All right, let's go on.
Was a pair of Sanita clog shoes. We only paid $6 for them at Goodwill. They sold for $35 free shipping. Then we sold some Jordan 1 Royals, size 9C and toddler, and they sold for $40. And we only paid $3 for them at Goodwill.
Toddler shoes.
Nike Air Max Plus, and we only have $6 into them.
How long did it take you to put in that cha-ching? Was that like something you just did once and like it was too much? I'm just curious.
We sold these for $50 free shipping. Then we sold another pair of Nike Air Max, and these were the triple black Air Max 90s. And we sold.
By the way, if I was watching this without anything, I'd be out of it already. There's no way I could sit through this. Just to be very honest.
These for $50
Sorry.
too, and we only paid $6 for them. Now Jasper's going to share with you all of the electronics that sold for us.
Make sure you guys are on the lookout for this next item.
You should do it together.
This Epson ink cartridge for $28, but we only paid $1.41 for this at the Value Village. So if you guys see this type of item, make sure you get it because you can always flip it for a good profit.
Okay, now just because I'm a reseller and doing this also, careful with ink. It has to be OEM, and it has to be, no, not necessarily. It has to be closer to the expiration date. You don't wanna.
Make sure you get it because you can always flip it for a good profit.
It has to be OEM.
At the Value.
Genuine. See, it's a genuine closed cartridge. It has to be closed, has to be genuine, and the closest date to possible. If it expired, it had to have been expired in 2021 at this point. Otherwise, don't even bother. And they'll sell right away.
Make sure you get it because you can always flip it for a good profit. We didn't just sell one ink cartridge. We actually sold 2 of them for $28. The second one sold about 2 days later, but we flipped them both
Fast
for a
flips,
profit.
especially if you have them the day in.
This game, guys. This is the Nintendo 64 Mario Kart for all of the players out there. We sold this item for $39.95, and we only had about $2 into it. The next item up was this cable wallet organizer. We sold for $20, and we only paid $1 for it at the Salvation Army. All right, next up, you guys, we turned $3.
I also like the way you're moving through it. But if people wanted to actually take notes or whatnot, then or like more listen to it. Even if if I was to listen to this as a podcast, I would think of listening to keywords. So when you would say the Mario Kart, like the Mario Kart 64 sold for $39.99. We only paid, you would want to go a little slower on that if you're thinking of podcasting it more rather than visual.
It's at $31 with this HP toner cartridge. We actually ended up
expired. You sell expired ink all the time and no issue. I also sell expired ink. The problem is that usually when it's further from the date, like I have expired ink in my bin right now from 2015. That's mad expired. I ain't selling anything. So you need just as an FYI, if you're in the information zone and you're trying to educate, then just put those knickknacks in there so people know.
I'm taking the best offer for this item, but still $3, $31.
But you're still doing an awesome job, so don't even. Again, take whatever I say with whatever,
We'll take it. All right, can I get a round of applause for this next item? It took us a year to sell this item, you guys, but we finally sold it. It's a rare bubbles kit that we got at Goodwill.
A year. Don't pick it up. Again, you're in the education zone. So, guys, we have a sale that took us a year. Don't pick it up. It's not worth it. Unless you're getting it for $1, don't pick it up if it sits that long.
About a year ago, you guys, for $3. We ended up selling it for $24.95. So listen, I'm so glad we got it out of our house. We ended up getting a bulk of games, you guys. So we have about $1 in this next item. We ended up flipping this Nintendo Speed Racer game, and we ended up selling it for $7.95.
Now, over here, some people take the issue on the fact that $7.95. And $7.95, what are you making out of it already? That already froze inside YouTube servers. Sorry, I was just reading Roman's comment. So you're making a few bucks. You have zero into it. Great. You made a few bucks. Even better. Why not? Right? Because you have to get rid of it. It's awesome that it's sold. Perfect. Would I add it to this specifically? To this what sold? Probably not, just because it's not informative. I just don't want people to figure it out. That's why I would say if you want to maybe work on a net profit, in the sense that, like, we sold 30 items at $50. We're going to go through it and we're going to give you a little tour of our area while we do it, or something like that. Matt, Part-Time Pickers, does something around that zone. And you can say, and you can basically say, okay, we sold this for a net profit of, boom. That's that. Game Not Over says, why did it take a year? Bad pictures, poor keywords, or just a high demand item? Good question. So again, if you want to get into it, you could get into it. You could even make a separate video on what not to look out for, or what this item took a year to sell. If you just put that this item took a year to sell, don't pick it up, people will be intrigued and try to figure out, like, what is that item? Why should I not pick it up? Or this major brand, make it stupid and crazy. This major brand took a year to sell. Don't pick it up. It'll attract people. Cameron says, I disagree. It's great showing folks the lower things that sell as well. Otherwise, it looks fake. Agreed, 100%. But I think we need more of a net, no? Jake, not all sales are big ones, right? 100,000. I sold the folder for $2.99 plus $4.99 shipping. I made $7.95 without the shipping on the folder. And yeah, I'm probably making the same amount off it. But I don't know. Again, it's just ideas popping into my head. Not high demand item. I bought it when I couldn't find anything else. Now that sometimes pulls people down on that. But wanted to buy something. Yeah, I know how that feels. But if you talk about that, if you are able to communicate with your community and communicate with your subscribership and tell them, like, look, guys, it's not always dandelions and I'm selling thousands of dollars on a constant. It's difficult sometimes. And, sometimes you walk into a Goodwill and you don't find anything. And it sucks. But you know what? Pick up something. Maybe we'll make $1 or $2 off it. Why not? Just to make you feel a little better. Just to communicate with them and show them how you feel and how you feel about it. I think YouTube's main focus, and especially by reviewing these things, is you see that people try to interact with there. And I'm sure your other videos are more interacting. And they get into interacting with the viewer. And they get into the viewer, and to the viewer to like them and to want to watch more of them for that information. Just blopping it out. It's also very good information. And if somebody sat here and took notes, they'll be a great reseller. But if we want a YouTube channel, we want to make it, then we want to just with the person. Kim, what's up? Thanks for coming and hanging out tonight. Pay fees and taxes on items priced below a certain shipping. You're in the hole. And paying out of pocket. So this is why I said we need a net. We have gross. Gross is great. But if we could even see it, you made $1 off it with the fees and so on, we could see that, okay, it was worth it for him in the long run to get rid of it that way. Rather than Kim assuming over here that you went out of pocket on it, All right, right there. Let's continue.
Guys, the next item up, we got to slow it down a little bit.
Slow it down. Now we're going to get a story. A what?
I'm super excited about this item, you guys, because we only got it for 99 cents and we ended up flipping it for $30.
What is this? Oh, hold on. I want to know what it's about. So we slowed down, but we didn't get any information what the item is.
99 cents.
Blood orange 2-wick candle. Well, you see, again, I don't know what that is and what to even look out for. I need some more information. If we're slowing down, we got to slow down. We got to get some information and find out what we're talking about. We need to like delve into this item. I need to know what it is and why is it going for that much. And if there's no reason for it going that much, then guys, just be on the lookout. Like this item is something that we need to be focused on. All right, where was I? Play.
And we ended up flipping it for $30. All right, you guys, that's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching our What Sold video. If you haven't already, don't forget to go ahead and like and subscribe so you can stay tuned with the content.
And if you're gonna take my advice, if you do, you don't have to, obviously. And you put that in the middle, you don't have to put that over there at the end again. Some people don't like it when you're just pushing it on them, like subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. You know, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I'm at fault at that all the time.
And we want to thank you all so much for watching all of our videos and comment on our videos.
That's good. That's actually communicating and showing the fact that you're paying your respect, quote unquote, to your viewership, and that's respectable.
Appreciate you guys. And by the way, we actually just reached 1,700 subscribers. And it's because of you all. So we want to thank y'all, and we're going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Like it, and people will be out by this at this point, but that's great. Good video, some work on it, and it'll be awesome. All right. Thank you for being a good sport. I really do appreciate you letting me do that. And if you want your channel reviewed, roasted, whatever you want to call it, make sure to be live every Thursday night on this channel, YaakovBenz, at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you there.